Hi guys, here's something different for a change. Ignore the radio controlled cars on the floor. What we have here, I've got it upside down, haven't I? A washing line prop. We've got about 4 of these outside. My wife uses them for the washing line, surprisingly enough. Not quite sure where we bought, oh I can see, bought this in ALDI. And it's been absolutely fine. And she's just complained that this bit's come loose. It's supposed to fit on there. Now I've already fixed it, or done what's necessary, but I'm going to glue it as well. I'll just take that right off. The end of this tube, you may notice I've just bent a couple of little, let's call them ears for now. Using my pliers, just tweak them out a little bit. There wasn't anything obvious like that when I looked on it. It was just a straight round tube. But the reason I've done that is if we just take this bit back off. Oh, that's how it clamps itself in place up and down. Is this bit here is crushed as you wind that up, so it clamps onto that tube. I'll take that right off. And then this piece is the bit that goes on top of there. But there was nothing obvious to stop it coming straight off again. No glue or anything, but I looked inside and I don't think the camera will see it. But there is clearly a bayonet fitting like you have on UK light bulbs. If we slide something down in there, which is why I've just made these stick out a bit, if they slide down in the right place and then give it a twist, I didn't twist it quite well enough because I twisted it the wrong direction. I'm still going to glue it, but yeah, put that down there and twist it a bit. Yeah, that's holding it in place, but I don't think it's holding it in place well enough. No, because I can still pull it off, because that's actually sort of, that needs to be pointing in the opposite direction for it to dig in. But I can't figure out how it was supposed to hold itself in place, because although I say there's a bayonet fitting in there, it isn't a full bayonet fitting, it's just a slot for it to go into. My wife's absolutely sure she hasn't dropped any bits on the floor, so nothing's missing. So as far as I can tell, that was just a tight fit. Yeah, it's not even holding at all now. It's not a proper bayonet fitting in there, but it's that sort of general idea. As I say, I will put some glue on there to, yeah, that's holding it now. Oh yeah, I'm pulling quite hard now. Do I use hot glue? Hot glue for everything. Hot glue won't actually stay on there, but then super glue won't either. Anyway, I just thought I'd show that, and that just slips straight off. There's nothing obvious to hold it in place other than sort of a half of a bayonet fitting. And I've tweaked the ends of the pipe or pole tube to give it a bit of a lip or petals or ears, what you're calling them. They're digging in now, so I've twisted it, so that's holding it in place. Yeah. Well, as I say, I'll add some glue now. What we're going to do is pour super glue down in there. Then I'm going to sprinkle some baking powder behind it. The baking powder makes the super glue go off hard and acts a bit like concrete. It just sort of fills the gap and goes rock solid. If I can get this open. Right, let's have a look. I'm doing it over some scrap in case the super glue just runs straight through. Like I say, that sets like concrete. So that's it, job done. I'll just go and wipe that off. All that stuff that I've sprinkled down there I'll put back in there because this is my personal baking powder for this purpose. It's not for cooking. I suppose I ought to demonstrate putting it back together. That bit goes on there. Top tube goes in there. You don't want that done up tight before you do that. Okay, and then you do that up to lock it in place. And that should stay on there pretty well now. Possibly, maybe. You can break it. It's not really as solid as concrete, but it's pretty hard stuff because the baking powder goes into some sort of reaction with the super glue. And as I say, it goes off really hard. I suppose for those of you who have absolutely no idea what a washing line is, and then you can adjust the height so that your washing doesn't drag on the ground. I know a lot of people nowadays don't use washing lines at all, but we do. So we do the washing, then hang it outside so that the warm air and the wind dry it. And just for reference, I said we have quite a few of them. There's another 3 there. Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.